Chapter 9. Parallel Houses. 12 Sectors of Life Across Shifting Timelines. The houses are not just where life happens, they are how your consciousness orients itself within it. Halo Readings. In traditional astrology, the 12 houses define where the planetary energies show up in your life, career, relationships, family, health, and so on. But in quantum astrology, the houses become much more than circumstantial sectors. They are dimensional lenses. They shift meaning across timelines. They are the holographic layers through which your soul expresses itself. This chapter will explore how house placements diverge in alternate timelines, the meaning of house shifts due to rising sign variation, what the 12 houses represent across dimensions of soul evolution, how timelines affect the emotional, psychological, and spiritual terrain of each house. First, what are houses, astronomically? In astrology, houses are not fixed points in space. They are divisions of the local sky, based on the Earth's rotation at your exact time and location of birth. The ascendant, first house cusp, is the degree rising in the east. The midheaven, 10th house cusp, is the degree at the highest point above the horizon. From there, the chart is divided into 12 segments, each month 30-degree wide, in whole sign or equal house systems. Different house systems, Placidus, Coke, whole sign, equal, etc., yield different charts. So even in this timeline, a single birth moment can produce multiple valid house interpretations. In parallel timelines, where rising signs or birth locations vary slightly, your houses can change completely. House shift. Timeline shift. Each rising sign completely reorients the house structure. For example, if you're born with Pisces rising, Aries rules your second house values, Taurus your third, voice, etc. In a timeline where you're Aries rising, Taurus now rules your second, Gemini your third. Every life sector realigns. This affects the expression of planets in your chart, the angles, 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th houses that anchor karma and action, the timing of transits and key life developments. Let's look at a few concrete examples using whole sign houses, the most stable system for tracking multiversal shifts. Parallel house case study. Venus in Gemini. Scenario A. Taurus rising. Venus in Gemini. Plus the second house. Values beauty, communication, thus voice coach, artist, wealth through speech, fashion, branding scenario. B. Cancer rising. Venus in Gemini. Plus 12th house. Hidden love affairs, repressed femininity, behind-the-scenes creative work. Possibly psychic or spiritual gifts, but with solitude. Scenario C. Leo rising. Venus in Gemini. Ben's 11th house. Charisma in groups, attracts networks and allies. Public-facing influencer, social connector. Same Venus placement but different house. Different timeline experience. Meaning of the houses across timelines. House core. Meaning multiversal expression. First self, body, identity. Your interface with this timeline. Change it and your avatar shifts. Second, money, value, survival route timeline coding represents your stability across dimensions. Third, communication, siblings timeline looping. Echoes, déjà vu, and alternate memory may surface here. Fourth, home, ancestry, origin, soul route across timelines. Houses, ancestral karma and cosmic DNA. Fifth, creativity, joy, children dimensional birth gate, where souls from other timelines enter or exit. Sixth, health, labor, systems, the structural template of your timeline, karmic code of effort. Seventh, relationships, reflection mirror timelines, where soul contracts play out in different forms. Eighth, sex, death, transformation, timeline death rebirth points, wormholes of personal karma. Ninth, belief, travel, truth, interdimensional map, where your soul decodes the rules of reality. 10th, career, status, dharma, public role in this timeline may differ radically across dimensions: 11th community, technology, vision quantum network node, how you interface with the multiverse at large, 12th subconscious, endings, soul, the veil, where other timelines bleed into dreams, art, visions, retrograde timeline. Overlay. In alternate timelines, certain houses may flip polarity. For example, in one timeline, your 12th house is where you feel trapped. In another, it's where you receive divine downloads and become a mystic. The vibration of the house doesn't change, but the way it's filtered through rising sign and planetary aspects does. Think of each house as a room, but depending on the timeline, the furniture, lighting, or occupants are different. How to track parallel house echoes. 1. Create alternate charts. Change your rising sign. Use AstroSeek's extended chart calculator. Keep planets fixed to see how the house expressions change. 2. Overlay major life events. Do you feel like you were someone else from 2012-2014? Use that date range to plot transits to alternate house structures. See what matches. 3. Dream logging by house. Keep track of dream themes by house symbolism, e.g., dream of being sick, brings 6th house echo. This often reveals alternate timelines feeding information into your current reality. Coming up next. In Chapter 10, Quantum Entanglement and Soul Memory, we dive into how alternate versions of you might be entangled, not just in spirit, but in body memory, déjà vu, subconscious emotion, and soul gifts you don't remember earning in this life.